Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to do a simple get ready style video with me where I show basically all the new Lisa Eldridge launches. None of this is going to be a first impression. I've been using these items for quite some time now. Even the new skin enhancing tint. I have mine in shade T6. Everything is filmed in natural lighting only. So let's just get started. So originally when it comes to Lisa Eldridge launches, I do try to upload them as soon as possible. Since I've been kind of figuring out my new schedule when it comes to filming, it has been pretty difficult to commit to the fastest uploading time. So I want to do these collection videos, but I did actually film this video before. I wanted to do a first impression at the time, but that is such a long video. It ended up being an hour long. I'm going to use some footage from that video though, but I honestly didn't feel like editing an hour-long video. I figure I can do this in a much easier and simpler fashion by doing a get ready style with me video. I just wanted to show you this little pouch that I got free. Sometimes with Lisa Eldridge orders, you can get like a nice free pouch. I think this is my third one and I'm really digging the denim. I've been using this one as my go-to makeup bag for this week, and everything has been fitting in nicely, so I'm pretty excited to show you guys everything that I have in my collection, all the new launches 2024, and I'm gonna give you my thoughts on all of it. So let's first go into the seamless skin enhancing tint. I have mine in shade T6. I did the shade finder on the website and I think I got a pretty good match. This should be a neutral undertone, and it says everywhere you need to shake it. You even hear a little ball. In the previous video I did swatch it for you guys. Now this is a very liquidy formula. It says that you only need 2 drops. I did a few more drops than 2 drops. And I like to apply this with my finger. Now the last time I tried a liquidy formula like this, I think it was the WESTMAN ATELIER one. They also had the drops with skincare infused skin tint, and that one just didn't work for my skin type. I do lean oily, and when it comes to very watery consistencies like this, sometimes it doesn't really wear well on my oily patches. Sometimes it ends up breaking on the skin. You definitely see I'm wearing something. This, however, has a little bit of a dry down. It's super nice. There is some coverage to it, so all of my redness is kind of gone after I use it. You don't need a lot, and I love the glowiness, so especially on my forehead, you definitely see how smooth everything looks, but you can still see my freckles peek through. It's just covering a little bit of my redness, and it wears beautifully because it does have a little bit of that dry down. So I've been wearing this for the past few days, I think 3 days, and it wears really nicely. It applies really easily. I am applying it with my fingers. I've applied it with my brush as well. It's all fine. It wears well on top of my skincare and underneath the rest of my makeup. So far, I am pretty impressed. I think because it is so watery, I have to be careful not to put it around my eye area or else my eyeliner might crease a little bit more. So this is the final result. There's a little bit of coverage. It looks very natural. It looks kind of glowy, but not too glowy. I really enjoy it. There's skincare infused in here. I think there's prickly pear oil, squalane, glycerin, the typical Lisa Eldridge hero ingredients in my opinion. I don't buy my makeup for these skincare items infused, but if I'm going to trust anyone, I'm probably going to trust Lisa Eldridge with these skincare makeup hybrids. And this does have some skincare benefits to it. I think the most important thing is that it wears well. It looks really nice. I really like the shade match. This has a neutral undertone. In the summer, I'm definitely leaning a bit more warm, but the neutrality of this undertone looks super nice. I like that it has a little bit of a dry down. I need that for my oily zones, and not a lot of these skincare drops or makeup drops, foundation drops, whatever you want to call it, they work on me. This one works pretty nicely on it. When it comes to the packaging, I like my packaging to be square because I have a lot of makeup, but I do really like the ergonomics of this. There is a flat side, so you can actually just like the foundation, but this one is plastic, unlike the foundation, which is quite bulky. It's quite luxe, but it's also very inconvenient to store. This one is a little bit more convenient to store, and it fits nicely within my purse. So I really enjoy it. The last 3 days, I have only good things to say about this skin tint. So well done. I would definitely recommend it. So fast forwarding this video, of course, I put on a little bit of the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer contour ones and a little bit of the Charlotte Tilbury concealer. And that is all I've done for the base. And of course, I finished it off with my WESTMAN Atelier powder. And this is kind of what it's looking like. Again, natural lighting only, no filters. And look how beautiful it looks. It looks very skin-like. So beginning this year, Lisa Eldridge also launched a new mascara, which is called the Kitten Lash Mascara, and of course the Kitten Flick Mascara. She's quite known for her eyeliner, so I was interested in picking them up. I don't want to do too much with the eyes. I put a little bit of bronzer into the crease because I want to show you guys the eyeliner portion. I actually have been enjoying this liner a lot. I've been using it a lot this year. There is a little ball thing in here. It's a very precision line tip. I think it is based on a calligraphy pen. And it's small, it's tiny. If you're not used to that, like me, I'm used to kind of bigger wands like this. It took me a while to figure out how to apply and use it and make a beautiful kitten flick. But I definitely feel like I got the hang of it. This is definitely a liner where less is more. It's nice and black. I'm not going to talk throughout the video when I'm applying this, but I just want to show you guys what this looks like. You can get really close to the lash line. And if you're someone that likes a very thin line, this is a really good liner for a very thin line. If you have hooded eyes, for example, a thin line often is a little bit more flattering. And yes, my eyes are hooded, but my lines tend to be pretty thick. Now I like to do a nice kitten wing. And this is kind of what it looks like, a very thin line kitten wing. I'm going to try to do the same on the other eye, but as you can tell, it's nice and black. It's still buildable, so I can actually go over it with this liner. Now when it comes to liquid liners, I'm giving this a very good review. Do not get me wrong, this is a good review. I like the liner. My oily eyelids can actually take this. It doesn't smudge all over the place. The applicator, I had to get used to it, but now I'm used to it and I really enjoy it. I have been enjoying it for the past, I don't know how long I have this, but my little disclaimer when it comes to liquid liners, sometimes they only last me about 3 months. This one has a 6-month shelf life and I want it to last me 6 months. I paid a good amount of money for it. So I think I can only judge this perfectly after maybe 6 months to see if it's not like skipping or patchy throughout the time. I'm hoping that with this system where you can actually use it like a felt tip pen and that maybe it doesn't dry out the little brush. This one, by the way, is made in Italy. Getting my eyes to be equal is always the biggest challenge. I definitely feel like this flick is a little bit farther than this one. Okay, you know what? Let me show you this up close. As you can tell, it's very black. It's quite easy to apply. Now this has a pretty good dry down, pretty good play time, and it does last me a full working day without me having to worry about it creasing. My eyes are quite oily, they're quite watery. I definitely test out my eyeliners before even going to work with them, and this one I can wear it to the office. I think it looks really nice. So this one has my stamp of approval with a little disclaimer that I don't know how long this one is going to last. I'm hoping it's going to last me at least 3 months, but I'm expecting it to last me 6 months. Then as part of the duo, she also launched the Kitten Lash Mascara. This one is an interesting banana, like, you know, one of those rubber bristle tips. This has a name. Guys, I forgot. I like whatever this wand is called. Yeah, this wand type, so Maybelline has a wand type like this one, is quite nice if you want to go really close to the lash line and really like go up in here, there. What I like about this mascara is there's actually lash care in here. It's like lash care. So this should help me technically grow my lashes. So that is something I really enjoy. It's also not too wet, so it doesn't go all over the place. And because you can go really close to the lash line, you can really coat all of the lashes. What I also like is this is a formula that's quite light and wispy because it's not so wet. So if I do curl my lashes, this one likes to hold a curl. And there's one big con with this one. And the con that I have with this one is I cannot put it on the bottom lashes because unfortunately, then my bottom lashes, they smudge. Now I have incredibly oily eyelids. I've repeated this a few times, and that happens with some mascara formulas. But I want to show you guys how long my lashes look with only one coat. Isn't that insane? Let me show you guys the other side that is uncoated. So this is these are my lashes naturally. And then this is what my lashes look like with one coat. I know it's a little bit hard to see with the eyeliner on, but how freaking stunning is that, guys? That is only one coat. Now you can put on another coat. This one is it's buildable. So you can build this up, but you know what? I'm just gonna keep it to one coat. I like a very natural look. I know that the eyeliner might not be as natural, but it looks beautiful as is. So I'm just gonna put this on the top of my lashes, not at my bottom. So would I recommend this one? No, it's quite expensive. I do like that there's lash care in here. So there are ingredients in here that should take care of my lashes. I like that it's not too watery, it's easy to apply. I actually really like the wand, but unfortunately for someone that has incredibly oily eyelids, if I put it on the bottom lash line, there is smudging, and that's not what I want. So I cannot wholeheartedly recommend this mascara to every one of you guys. If you have drier eyelids, I think this will work much more on you. I'm thinking, should I wear one of the liquid Lurex? Cressida is one of my favorite shades. Should I maybe put a little bit in the inner corners of my eye? Just so I can elevate the look a tiny little bit. Okay, so Lisa Eldridge also launched new lip liners. These are called the Sculpt and Shade Lip Pencils. Now, I have been really enjoying lip liners, especially ones that are wooden. So the fact that she came out with the wooden pencils, it's like they were made for me. Now I did test these out in my previous video, so I'll show you guys the colors that I got. I swatched all of them, and I did some comparison swatches as well. But the colors that I got is Neutral 1, Neutral O, and 2W, which I believe stands for warm. I really enjoy the shade range that Lisa Eldridge offers. It's really easy to kind of pick and choose because it's the neutrals, the cools, and the warms. And for someone that is neutral, warm leaning, I'm definitely going to go for the neutrals and the warms. Now, each and every single one of these comes with what is this? A pencil sharpener. This pencil sharpener is, guys, the exact same as the Victoria Beckham Beauty pencil sharpener. And as far as I understand, you cannot opt out for the pencil sharpener. The Victoria Beckham Beauty one, of course, have the Victoria Beckham Beauty logo. Both of the pencils from Victoria Beckham Beauty and the pencil from Lisa Eldridge, they're all made in the Czech Republic. So I'm wondering if it's a similar formula. Maybe I should, I don't know, look at the ingredient list and put it up here. So this is O2. This is Lisa Eldridge 2W. And this is N0 and N1. So you know what? No dupes, but they are very similar, and I'm really wondering if they're made in the same factory. I'll show you guys all of the swatches, of course, and all of the demos. I demoed them with all of the glosses. Now my favorite one is N1 right now, and that's the one I'm going to be wearing today. To top it all off, I should probably use one of the glosses, and this is called Dancing Rose. I don't often wear this one on camera, but this is one of these glittery glosses. This formula by Lisa Eldridge is actually not my favorite gloss formula. But I do like that all of the glosses are quite pigmented. Even this one, which is technically a sheer pigment. Look how shiny and glittery it is. Now my hair is unfortunately still a little wet, but for the video, this is the end result. And I love the way that this looks. I feel like Lisa Eldridge is currently making products really for me with the skin tint and the pencils. So let me just break it down again for you as a little summary. The Seamless Skin Enhancing Tint in the shade T6, good shade, and it wears really beautifully. I actually really enjoy this skin tint. I don't need to use a lot. It wears pretty well. Look how flawless my skin looks. So I hope the, like, what is called, the price is in the pudding or whatever. Yeah, I really like this. So I would recommend the skin tint. Then comes the Kitten, what is this, duo, the eyeliner, the liquid liner, and the mascara. I actually really like both of these, but both of them have kind of like little cons. Maybe I'm very critical, but I just need to be out there and honest. The eyeliner, it's a small calligraphy brush. It's a little bit difficult to work with compared to some of my experiences with a similar brush type. But once you get the hang of it, it actually is a very beautiful formula. It's nice and black. You can shake it up. It wears really beautifully. I really enjoy this formulation. My one concern with liquid liners is sometimes they don't last that long, and since this one is quite expensive, I like to give you guys an update in future on this liquid liner. But so far I have been enjoying this. I'm wearing it consistently, and I do really enjoy that, like how this looks on camera and in real life. The mascara, unfortunately, is the one thing that I have a hard time recommending because there is some smudging on the bottom lash line. On the top lashes, like I said, it actually increases my length, my volume. It does look really beautiful. There's a use for it in my collection, so it's not a bad mascara. But for people with oily eyelids, I would say kind of caution and beware. Then finally, the new lip liners that she launched. I actually love the colors. I'm so happy with all of the ones that I picked up. Yes, they're quite pricey, but it's kind of trendy right now to have the pencil liners. I wish that you didn't have to get a sharpener for each and every single one of them. Also, because the sharpener from Victoria Beckham Beauty, which is the same sharpener as the Lisa Eldridge one, is not my favorite sharpener by any means. It's not like it's a bad sharpener, but I have other sharpeners that just, you know, give me a sharper like point. So that's one kind of con with that. I wish the price was a little bit cheaper if you can opt out for the sharpener. Other than that, I think the liners itself, they wear well. They're not new and innovative, and at the same time, I'm super excited about them. They're completely in my wheelhouse right now. So I have a good use for them, and I would actually recommend them. I think the color selection is really well done. It's really easy to pick for your neutral undertone, your warm undertone, and your cool undertone. So I'm actually very happy with these lip liners, and I would recommend these as well. So overall, full face, you know, Lisa Eldridge just does it for me. This brand is currently just really calling my name again. I was happy to do a full face for you guys. I hope you guys like the end result. The lip gloss is not a new launch. It's a good gloss formula. It's not my favorite. I actually think that Lisa Eldridge has a lot of good lip products in her arsenal, and the glosses, you know, it's sort of like meh compared to some of the other lip products. That is my opinion, of course. At the same time, it's a beautiful lip combo, don't you think? So guys, thank you guys all so much for watching and being here. Guys, subscribe to my channel if you like Lisa Eldridge. Check out my Lisa Eldridge playlist if you want to see my thoughts on the foundation. The Elevated Pink Moon Glow is currently back in stock, so you can see those as well. Comment down below if you have any questions or you just want to nerd out about makeup and about this brand. I am a small channel. I can still, you know, type back to all of you guys. Like this video if you did like this video. Maybe the algorithm might pick this up. Of course, if you want to buy something, I'll put all my affiliates down below. If it's not affiliated, I will make sure to mention it. And guys, have a beautiful, happy, and healthy day. And of course, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!